5 key points of how to teach children to be spiritual.
5?
Well, you can choose some points of how to teach children to be spiritual.
Okay. How many seconds do I have? Do like a minute? Okay, I'll do it short. First thing is role modeling. You can't expect your child to be spiritual if you're not spiritual. Because children learn more by example than by words. You can say everything from today till tomorrow. They're going to learn by who you are, not what you say. You know, a guy told me that he's trying to teach his children to be kind and giving and all that. And they grew up not exactly like that. And then he realized, he said, you know, I talked to them about being kind, giving, but you know where they saw I was passionate? On Sunday when I was watching football. So that's when they became football maniacs. And I realized you could say anything all day till today, till tomorrow. If you don't live it, it's going to be very hard. So the real question is, how do you become yourself spiritual? So that's point number 1, the example. Number 2, I'll cite that chapter 32 in Tanya. Spiritual means, in simple English, that what's more important is not your body and your physical needs, but more eternal, transcendental needs. What does that mean in simple English? It means it's not about money, power, short-term gain, but like, what are you doing today that has eternal impact? One of the beautiful things, for example, Shabbat. What's Shabbat? In simple English. 6 days of the week we're pursuing the living, and we struggle, and we're very busy and all that. One night, one day, Friday night Shabbos, we're with our families, and you don't think about your texting, you don't think about television, you don't think about all the distractions, and you're thinking about, where's our life going, what's the bigger picture? You do that, and guaranteed your children will become more spiritual, because they'll see that's a mainstay in our life. That's the second point. A third point, I think, is to talk to them, each in their own age, and teach that life is not just about the body, it's about the soul. The soul is something that is beyond, you can't see it, but the soul is what lasts. The soul is the love that we have for each other. Bodies can't love each other without a soul. 2 corpses don't love each other. So I will talk about that soul. We say in the morning, the 4th thing, 5? It has to be 5? I'll say 4. I'll say 5 things, okay. In the morning, say Moda Ani, a very simple prayer. And again, this is not a matter of how religious you are. It's a very beautiful prayer that you say with your children, with yourself. I acknowledge to you, you don't even say God's name, I acknowledge to you for returning my soul to me. And children will say, where was the soul during my sleep? So you talk to them about it, you know, your soul. God's giving you another day, renewing your contract, and how are you going to how are you going to live up to that? What did you do? What are you going to do today that is going to spiritualize somewhat through a kind act, through a mitzvah, through a good deed, your life? And then finally at night, before you go to sleep, another prayer, which means I entrust to God my spirit. And you think at the end of the day, you make a type of cheshbon hanefesh, a type of accountability, counting. What happened this day? What am I proud of? And I think if you do this on a consistent basis, Judaism is beautiful. It's not about doing it in big fashion. It's conveniently through small little steps. Just like you drink, anything done consistently, small steps becomes part of your routine. If you just do it once a year, or once 5 years, even if you do it with the whole drama, it doesn't have the equal power of doing it small steps, but consistently. Like any exercise, just like we teach our children to brush their teeth, to eat with manners, different etiquette, the same thing as a spiritual etiquette. You make a blessing before you eat. You think, you're conscientious, you think about what you're doing. You know, you just don't do things because you're in the mood, where you're sensitive to another person. You think about yourself first or others first. I mean, I can go on and on, but I think this is